The wilderness can be a dangerous place, but I'm a true adventurer, so I'm gonna brave the fire-scorched land, run past the hellhounds just to get dropped by a Ripper Demon because I wasn't paying attention. All of this just to get my hands on the 6th sword, and some pretty cool passive benefits. Which is why with 4 skills left until my account is maxed, I thought that I would finally start on the wilderness tasks. Doing the hard wilderness tasks will allow me to pick which obelisk I want to teleport to in the wilderness. This would be very useful, especially if you're doing something like safe cracking and you want to be able to teleport to the rogue's castle to get to the safes. Teleporting randomly can take a long time and lead to a lot of XP lost, and I don't sit in my room all day forgetting to drink water just to waste time not getting experience. To get the ball rolling, I'm going to start where I should have a long time ago, and that's the wilderness easy tasks. The first step was to enter a hole in the ground above Edgeville, which in itself isn't very exciting, but I'm told that there's a lot of chaos down there apparently. However, I assume they're just referring to the chaos that is the map that you use to navigate it. The next step is to check the wilderness death list, which contain nothing but the death of PvP itself. For our next step, it's very important that you make your way to the wilderness crypt entrance so you can determine who can pull levers the best, which I'm assuming is currently me because I can't find any high scores to tell me otherwise. To start with the medium achievements, I've got to make my way to level 55 wilderness to steal some money from magical axes, which frankly I don't think need the money because what are they going to buy? They're just hoarding money, probably not even paying taxes, so I don't think you can really classify me as a thief, more of a Robin Hood kind of guy, steal from the rich, keep for myself. That being said, if you were to be a thief, you always want to forget your lockpick the first time. This ensures that when you try to return with your lockpick, you're reminded while being able to pick where you can teleport is a pretty good reward for your efforts. The next chest I need to open can be opened by using a key, but luckily we don't have to steal the key, therefore I'm still not a thief. I could just get it by murdering various dwarves. Besides, the chest doesn't even have any guards, it's just out in the open for you to walk up and, oh god. Another thing that someone who is very much not a criminal would do is find a nice spot far away from any authorities to plant a nice herb garden. This is so you can make a potion to help you get better stuff when you're murdering things. Next, as the good person I am, I really wanted to give back to the community, so I went to the local bandit shelter to make the most delicious pizza known to man, anchovy, and to give it to the chef to distribute to his hungry patrons, who are apparently hungry enough to eat a pizza with anchovies on it. After buying the ingredients for the pizza, I was running a little low on cash, so I made my way to Edgeville to build a canoe so I could go downriver to visit some rogue friends of mine and borrow some money to get a rope and net. I needed to go hunting because I've always wanted a pet salamander to take on adventures, and I think I know the perfect place to catch one. With my new best friend, I made my way back to my inconspicuous herb garden to get some more ingredients for an experimental potion I came up with. It turns out that potions are more than just an herb and water, so it really wasn't very useful. Then I had an idea. When I'm obtaining coins from chests guarded by magical axes, it would be a huge benefit to be invisible. And what do salamanders do? They change color with their environment. So I took my new pet, I shoved him in a bottle, and now I have a camouflage potion that does nothing? Oh, chameleons. After the funeral service for a fallen hero, I got a word from the town crier that there's apparently a very large 3-headed dragon lurking somewhere in the wilderness just plotting its next attack. So I geared up, bringing 2 crossbows because, well, I assume it's probably best to shoot off 3 heads at the same time, but I've only got 2 hands, so I'm working with what I got. Using my bows, I made light work of the dragon. Also found some treasure in its lair, which turned out to be plastic prop treasure. The last thing to do was complete a contract for a guy I met in Edgeville. It's a Slayer contract, so I guess that kinda makes me a hitman, which is definitely still not a thief. But the contract didn't take very long to do, and finishing it means I now have all the tasks done for the hard wilderness area tasks. So there's 2 main goals that I have for right now, and that's to complete the collection log for Kree'arra and to obtain the reinforced dinosaur pelt from Big Game Hunter to allow me to build the tier 3 hunter lodge, leaving only the remote totem to completely finish off my Anachronia base camp, so let's do it. At my core, I'm a PVMer, so I'm super excited to take advantage of the event that's currently going on. Unlimited aura refreshes, no death cost, constant tier 4 luck, and an Elder Overload cauldron that you can get boosts from for an entire hour. So I'm going to start by trying to complete my collection log at Krill, which I only need the pet for. I like doing hard mode occasionally just for the increased pet chance, but I also enjoy the nice AFK aspect of the normal mode as well, so if we don't get lucky in hard mode, I'll probably just switch over to the normal mode for a little bit. I started off the ground with 2 Zamorakian spear drops, which is not really what we're looking for, but I'll take it. I'm also thankful for no death cost because not paying attention is kind of my specialty and I ended up dying to Krill's special attack. Just got a steam battle staff. I'd like to say we take those, but Subjugation hood coming in, we for sure take those for a little bit of cash. Hey, Zamorakian hilt. My luck seems to be popping off. Hopefully that means good things for the pet drop. Yet another hood drop here, and at this point you can tell that the RNG gods are looking after me, because only 4 kills later we got what we were looking for, the severed hoof. That marks the Kree'arra collection log completed, and it unlocks the achievement Well Food, which I find really funny. That also gives us access to the title of Brawn of Sutzeroth. So I'm enjoying the hero pass so far, and I don't think a lot of people share that sentiment, but I assume that a lot of people do share my opinion in the fact that I'm glad that they removed the content buffs and brought back our daily keys, so I've been trying to complete as much of it as I can. The cosmetics are pretty cool, but I'm not exactly sure if I'll make it all the way to 120, but I'm always working on it where I can. I noticed that after killing Kree'arra for a while, it cleared out everything except for a prayer mission, so I'm just gonna go buy a few bones to finish it off and get my hero points and maybe a few levels. Alright, with all that cleared up, I was just thinking about how recently I got 99 dungeoneering, so I'm gonna go check my shard bag and see if I picked up a shard. Seeing that it's the last one I need for the support cape, it'd be really cool to go ahead and make that. Okay, cool. At some point I got the shard and I didn't notice, so now's as good a time as ever to make the cape. Oh, that actually looks pretty sick. I like it. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and keepsake this for future outfits. Okay, time to go looking for the reinforced dinosaur pelt. It's a 1 in 150 chance from every dinosaur you hunt during Big Game Hunter. Seeing that I'm 96 hunter already, I decided to go with the Pavosaurus Rex first because it's the highest level dinosaur, so I might as well. I'll have to kind of jump between other dinosaurs though, because after 5 or 6 encounters, they go into hiding for an hour. I've never done Big Game Hunter before, so there might be a slight learning curve to overcome, but from what I see, it's pretty straightforward. Build a trap, load with poison darts, lure dinosaur, dead. The biggest obstacle, obviously, is trying to stay out of the detection circle, which is easier said than done, especially when it comes to double and triple encounters. You'll see why I say that, because the first few encounters went as planned, and I was kind of getting into a rhythm. It was becoming almost relaxing, but as soon as I started to think I was getting the hang of things, I ran into my first triple encounter, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't start sweating a little. Like, how the hell do you even do this? You have to be a Navy SEAL mixed with a salamander just to... wait. Mixed with a chameleon just to get the chance to even get close to these traps without at least one of them catching you. You run in, you run out, you get caught, you rage quit. Fine, I'll log back in, but I swear to God if another dinosaur catches me, I continue to hunt my life away, just wondering why I can't fight these things. Like, seriously, have you seen a Rex matriarch? I killed a few hundred of those, and I feel like they're a bit stronger than these fellas, and I could 100% just stab a Malleotops a bunch of times to get the same result. Regardless, I'm glad I kept going, because it wasn't too far in the grind that I pulled the Totem of the Abyss middle piece, the Totem of Summoning Base, and a Dragomatic, all within 2 back-to-back encounters. At this point, I was feeling really good about it. What I didn't know is that I would be stuck in this hell for almost 3 days straight. I was hunting these long enough to achieve 99 Hunter, which I can't really complain about because that's just another skill marked off the list on the journey to maxing. I'd also developed Stockholm Syndrome at this point because, to be honest with you, Big Game Hunter's kind of fun. And if you go hunt the lower level dinosaurs to get the bait for the higher level ones, you could probably even actually turn a decent profit. It's for sure not the worst content in the game, and I was also getting some pretty solid XP rates. They might not be as good as other activities, but I often forgot that I was even training Hunter. I was just kinda chilling and having a good time. Not long after getting the Matic, I got the arrow for the Broken Compass. I was pretty excited about it because I could potentially be hunting for a lot longer, and the compass would give me plenty of points to buy the upgrade at the Hunter shop that lets you build the traps 30% faster, and that's kind of a big deal. Also decided that I was just going to keep the Dragomatic from a 99 archaeology grind. My idea was to spend time in between dinosaurs going into hiding to go play the harps and Prith. This would give me a head start on harmonic dust so I could just turn the Matic into a crystal one in the future. I had a good feeling about my 3rd day of hunting. I woke up ready to load some traps with poison javelins because I knew that today would be the day. I could finally put this grind behind me. I hunted and hunted, kill after kill, and by the end of the day I was so tired, and with no sign of the reinforced dinosaur pelt, I just knew that I would be back here tomorrow. I was about to call it a night, then I decided I would go back to do one more hunt before bed. And what do you know? I got the pelt. The best part is by this point I was so tired that I didn't even notice it until I was banking all my stuff to log off for the night. I immediately went back to Kree'arra to check on my building supplies. Unfortunately, I was still just a little bit short, but I allocated all my workers to the needed resources and decided it was time to go to bed. The next day I logged in already on Kree'arra, and now that I have all the resources I need, I could immediately manage my base and build my tier 3 hunter lodge. It felt really good to be making some solid progress, no matter how tough staying focused on the grind was. I often forget that there's more to this game than just killing stuff and making money, but now I can teleport to whichever wilderness obelisk I please, I have an awesome new title, and I finally finished my base on Kree'arra. But I'm not finished yet. In the next video, I hope to finish off Kree'arra by creating the remote totem. I want to get my hands on a crystal matic and continue my road to maxing. It's going to be a really long journey, but honestly I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate all you guys for watching, and I hope that I see you next time.